The horror genre is one of the most influential genres in film history. Horror is the reason why we think there are sharks in every beach. Why we are afraid of the dark. Why we lock the bathroom door while taking a shower even though we are home alone. Why we are afraid of clowns.
Can you smell the circus, Georgie?
Horror films such as Jaws and Psycho have influenced us to avoid certain situations. Horror films aim to elicit feelings of fear, anxiety, and disgust. The genre violates society's norms by putting a form of monster that represents our deepest fears. Although we do like to get scared from time to time, horror has negative psychological effects on audience members. Kristen Harrison and Joanne Cantor from the University of Wisconsin-Madison conducted a questionnaire that researched the duration and strength of the effects horror films had on students' lives. The results were frightening. Over 90% of the participants experienced an emotional effect after a horror film was over. 37% of those participants endured an effect for over a year.
No, it wasn't. Don't say that.
One student said this about Jaws. "I don't think it was the shark or actual deaths that frightened me. It was the blood. For about 2 months, I had nightmares about blood. To this day, I remain horrified of blood. If there are such negative and enduring effects coming from the horror genre, then why do we still go watch scary movies?" There are two theories that help us understand this: the uses and gratification theory and excitation transfer theory. The uses and gratification theory suggests that people choose to use different media for a purpose. For example, people view documentaries to learn something. What specific need is fulfilled by horror then? Arousal, specifically sensation-seeking and adrenaline. People with high need for adrenaline tend to choose content that will match that sensation, like action in horror movies.
Everything's okay.
A quiet, dark theater increases the tension, increases the arousal. When we get scared, there is an adrenaline rush. Our hearts beat faster, we become short of breath, our eyes go wide. A survey conducted by Lin and Zhu at a Northwestern University, specifically, they found evidence that aggressive people have positive affect for horror content. People with higher aggression are more motivated to view horror films, which have high arousal content. Uses and gratifications deal with motivations. The excitation transfer theory deals with the arousal. Excitation transfer theory suggests that arousal enhances immediate subsequent emotions. According to Zillman's excitation transfer theory, the viewer is induced with increasing levels of physiological arousal when watching horror content. When the scary scene is over, the sense of relief afterwards is much stronger. There's also an overwhelming sense of delight when the supernatural force is defeated. Horror movies are anxiety-intense roller coasters. The sense of dread is high, but the sense of relief is higher. The psychological and physiological arousal drives us to sit in the movie theater and watch these scary movies. Although the negative effects are well documented, that won't stop viewers from buying the ticket. Here is a list of sources that have helped me create this video.